Let's do it.
All right, my name is Sharice, and I'm here with Mikey J himself, New York's finest. What's going on?
No badge.
So we're here to talk about your music. You know how you got into the music industry. Let's get a little information about how you got into the music industry and how you got started.
Well, I actually got into it at a young age. Um, just being around it, being around Fat Joe, my cousin Diamond D for digging in the crates, DJ Hutch, DJ Supreme. You know, I used to carry the crates of records to the jams in the park for them, just to be behind the ropes. You know, that was big for me, especially when you're like 8, 9 years old, and they're like, what, like 18 and 19. So you know, but it was a focal point of my career, how it really got started. But I didn't know that. You know, as you reflect back, you like, wow, what really got you started where you're at? And I would honestly say it was carrying them crates of records for everybody. That's what I would say.
Word, that's dope. So Fat Joe influenced you. Any other artists?
Well, the whole thing with Fat Joe is family.
Okay.
You know, to me, he's Joey. You know, Joey called it Gina. His mom, you know, his sister Lisa, rest in peace. His brother Angel, nephew Angel Jr. So that's my family. You know, the whole Terror Squad thing. Like, for me, it's family beyond music. You know, my cousin Diamond D was a huge influence because I had to live with him for a few years. You know, due to a situation, and to see people like Grand Poopa Maxwell, to see people like Showbiz, who actually grew up, you know, in the same hood as well. But just to see these kind of people come to my cousin's house, and years later, I'm like, oh, that's Grand Poopa Maxwell. So, you know, you don't really understand until a project is actually out. And you're like, yo, wait a minute, they was just there. Like Diamond did the Fugees, a couple of tracks on the Fugees album, The Score, you know, and he did Natalie Nicole. I mean, his resume is crazy. So just to have Diamond part of an influence for me, it means a lot. It means a lot. Then you got Coco from SWV, who's really Cheryl to me. Who else is there? Lord Finesse, General Colin Powell.
Right. So you grew up in South Bronx, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So
Yeah.
how does that, your upbringing and the things that you've been through, like how does that impact your hustle, your grind, your music, you know?
The South Bronx is just like any other urban community. You know, every urban community has its issues.
Right.
Whether it was from the crack wars, let's just say the drug wars, gangs, stuff like that. And I was involved in certain extracurricular activities that my mom never knew about. That, you know, but neighbors did. You know, the neighbors like the biggest snitches. Your son did this. Your son doing that.
Word.
You know, I'm like, shut up, lady. You know, but I had a great group of friends that I grew up with.
Right.
You know, my boy Darvin, rest in peace, Raheem. You know, he died at a very young age. You know, and just my boy Paul. So we played kick the can. We played manhunt. We played hot peas and butter. We played baseball with Fat Joe and Lil Heck and Black Dave and all them. Like, we had fun.
Right.
We made our own fun. We played Skelsey. You know, these had this carnival, right, in the Bronx. And they had this biker gang called the Chingalings. And we would just go over there doing, not causing havoc and mayhem. We was being like very mischievous. Like you know the bottles they set up, you got to throw the ball? We would just take the balls, just push them. We was doing kid stuff.
Right,
you know?
right.
And we weren't bad at all.
Right.
You know, not at all. But then, you know, when crack came out, stuff like that, you know, a few of my friends started hustling. You know, I lost a couple to the game at a very young age, and it's sad. But I look at to where I'm at now, and like, that neighborhood, Forest Houses, influenced a lot. It influenced me a lot. And I'm gonna tell you how it influenced me to stay away from my past.
Right.
You know, it influenced my music so I can speak about things that the youth and kids can stay away from, and just so forth. But it definitely influenced me of knowing the streets.
Right.
So I always keep one foot in the street and one ear to the street, because you never know. You just want to be aware of your surroundings. You know, no matter how big you are in the game, you better make sure you still got an ear to that street.
Right.
So.
So your name's been ringing. So how do you remain humble with all of the attention and all the things that you got going on? Like, how do you stay focused and remain humble? And
I got a great group of people around me. First and foremost, God and Christ. If you're not humble, what He's giving you is going to be taken away like that. And without God and Christ, I know I am not. You know, no matter what I did in the street, now I have to say, if it wasn't for God and Christ, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And I'm still on the verge of just doing other things I really want to do. You know, and I'm very happy. You know, you go through your trials and tribulations with the haters and the naysayers and disbelievers, but at the end of the day, the burden of proof. I came up with something the other night where people are going to say what they want to say about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And throw all this shade, throw all this hate. But guess what? The burden of proof is now on them, not you.
right.
Because all the stuff they're saying about you in a negative light, the burden of proof is on them to prove it. It's not
I like
on
that.
you.
I like that.
So now I want people to have that resonate here. Like, wait a minute, Mikey J said the burden of proof is on my haters, not me.
Right.
So say what y'all want. Thank you for the PR, the pre-publicity. But now the burden of proof is on y'all. Y'all trying to do all this, you're saying all this now. Now prove it.
Right.
And when they can't prove it, now your viewership, your fanship, you know, your impressions on Twitter has risen drastically because people are utilizing your name in a negative light, for other people who are seeing nothing but positivity. So the burden of proof is put upon them, and that's what it really is. So all the influence, man, I just got a great group of people that keep me humble, straight up. Like my business management, I got a great management team. You know, I got a great group of guys and ladies around me that be like, but at the end of the day, it's just who I am.
Right.
You know, I try my best to stay as humble as I can.
Of course.
You know.
So the people that you have around you, they're basically your day ones. Everybody that you roll with, or these people that you met along the way in the music industry.
Nah, like my day ones, you know, they're doing other things.
Right.
And my boy Dog, he's doing beats now.
Okay.
But none of my day ones. The only day ones is like Fat Joe.
Okay.
You know, Diamond. And the crazy thing is, people, you would actually think that I had assistance from them, but I didn't.
Wow.
You know, I never asked for any handouts, no help, no nothing. Not from Diamond, not from Joe, not from Coco, not from nobody. Because you want to know what they went through.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know how they made it.
Right.
Anybody that really want to give you something, they're going to give it to you. But did you earn it? No, you didn't earn it. It was given to you. So when people say, nah, Mikey J didn't use Terrace Bar, he didn't use digging in the crates, he didn't use nobody. He used himself on a wing and a prayer. You know, so I really gotta say, man, like, I'm really happy about that.
Right.
Yeah.
You have so many accomplishments. You were guest judge on 106 in Park.
Yeah, 3
okay.
times.
The freestyle. Okay.
Freestyle Friday. I judged Freestyle Friday 3 times.
Okay.
The last time I judged Freestyle Friday, it was myself, Graf, and DJ Bobby Trends. And then before that, it was myself and one of the G Unit members. I can't remember which one. But yeah, I had fun doing that. It was crazy with 106 Park. You know, what you see on the front of the camera is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see behind scenes, it's like something totally different. And I really want to thank Mercedes Thunderbird, D'Angelo Jones, Emo Rice, Marquetta Moore. Like those are the people who are in charge of booking the talent
Right.
and doing the research before you even go on that 106 Park stage. So I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You know.
That's dope.
And then I was Rap City Producer of the Week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Rap City. They're actually bringing Rap City back.
I heard. I
Yeah,
heard about
they
that. I'm
bringing Rap City
excited.
back,
That
yeah.
was, that was
So-
feedback. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, but
I can't wait. Styles P did my interview
yeah.
when I was up there, and I think it was like one of the. I was chewing gum. So when I saw the interview, I'm like, yo, I'm chewing gum. And my publicist like kept doing this. And I'm like trying to brush it off. But I kept chewing gum, you know. And then I had on this hot. See, this is my first time. Like,
Right.
this is like in 2008, I believe, or 2009. I'm under hot lights. So I'm thinking it's going to be AC and all that. Nah. Nah, I was under hot lights.
Yeah.
With a Coogee sweater on that zipped. I had a
man.
Coogee sweater on. And I was chewing gum. And I was chewing gum with a Yankee fitted. It was the funniest thing ever. I think it was my worst interview. Only because I broke every mannerism that you could think of.
Learning experience, right?
Yeah,
Definitely a learning experience.
And then, yeah, sometimes I'd be caught chewing gum again. So, you know.
Learning experience. So what are you working on now? What can we be looking forward to? What's
Wow. What I'm not working on. I'm not working on no babies.
ah, as you shouldn't. Look.
Nah, I ain't playing. Wow, I just dropped the LP.
Okay.
Defamation of Character in November. And produced by myself. And that's a very, very, very prolific CD. It speaks for itself, defamation of character.
Mhm.
So anything you want to know is on that CD. You know, in November I started a toy drop tour. Yeah, called the Dynamic Artists of Peace Tour,
Okay.
and I did that from November all the way up until even on my birthday.
Right.
I
I
went
like
out on
that.
my birthday. My birthday's Christmas, so I went out on my birthday and gave toys to this last shelter that I promised I'd come back. And I went to that same shelter 4 times that week and promised to come back, and I went back on my birthday. And I was sick. And January came, and I received six honor awards from Jamie Bland out in Jersey, one from the United States Congress,
Okay.
one from the United States Senate and General Assembly, one from the Mayor of Patterson, New Jersey, one from the Jersey Freeholders, and one from Jamie Bland and National Action Network, which is Al Sharpton's NAN, for the Jumpstart Foundation. And I received another one from them, and that was in January. And then February just started all these magazines, all these publications. So it's like 19 publications that I'm on the cover and featured in on. And this is June, and they're still coming down the pipe. So now I'm on my tour that kicks off tomorrow, June 10th, in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So I'm happy because this is my first official music tour showcasing my music since 2014. Because 2015, I went city to city promoting peace through music, through my organization. Through another organization that I was a New York ambassador for. And they had sponsorship with the United Nations. So now Dr. Ishmael Betancourt with the UN, he's my sponsor for my organization. I'm a U.S. ambassador for Dynamic Artists for Peace. So all last year, I was promoting peace through music. I showed up to Freddie Gray's family. I was there the 2nd day and the 4th day of the riots. That's how I met one of the artists on the tour now, Magic 200, who actually became like a brother to me. Like we just clicked, man. He's a good dude. So now I'm touring, and this tour now is the Summer Coastal Tour. So we got Philadelphia, we got Virginia, New York, Arkansas, Atlanta, Texas, Canada, you name it, we're everywhere. I'm everywhere. So I got Judah Priest from Wu-Tang Clan, Brooklyn Zoo, Asia Soleil, Magic 200, Sean Major, um, Mr. CT, BX Miller, T Slims. We got a couple of opening acts for the Philadelphia show. Actually, one of them actually did just join. His name is Seven Shots. So we got a great tour. And I didn't want to tour by myself.
Right.
You know, Judah Priest is the only other major other than myself.
Right.
And this is a promo tour. So I was like, yo, look, man, these are some great artists. I want them on the tour. And now we got them on the tour.
Okay.
It's going to be dope. We got another girl, Lakeisha Robinson, who's going to be opening up tomorrow.
Okay.
So as I finish this tour, I go on another tour, which is my Dynamic Arts of Peace tour 2016.
Okay.
And we got Canada. Like, we're going to do all of Canada and then back down to the States. Because, you know, there's a lot of people out here still losing their minds.
Yes.
You know, people think it's the adults out here popping these guns and it's these kids.
Yes.
So, aside from the music and all that, aside from me being an actor, director, film producer, or music producer, I'm very, very heavily involved in the community. You know, I'm also the face for the NAACP's, the 411 on the 50 campaign. And my NAACP representative is Barony Burke out of the Bronx. That's the branch that he runs. So just to be the face for the NAACP Bronx branch means a lot.
Right.
So I take the community activism very, very serious.
Yes.
I'm just doing everything I can, man. Just you know, be my brother's keeper.
Yes. I love the fact that you are involved in the community. These young boys need guidance. They need, you know, it's a lot going on out here in these streets. So I appreciate the fact that you're out there and, you know, you're doing your thing. So what do you have to say to these young and up-and-coming artists who are, you know, they're out there in the streets and they're trying to make a way? What do you have to say to them?
First and foremost, you have to put God in Christ. I don't care who or what you believe in, as long as your spirituality is positive. You know, if you're out there representing Yakub, the devil, Lucifer, whatever name he's going by, then those are the results you're going to receive. But me, I had to learn in jail what it really meant to have a connection with God and Christ. And I owe that to Bella Ray. So she gave me this book to read, a bunch of biblical passages, and you know, it was a certain passages that really resonated with me. And I'm like, wow, that's what's up. You know, everything in the Bible ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no secret pages. Books were hidden, taken out, and you know, they ain't even tell you about the female apostles. Like, it's a lot. So, I tell artists every single day, you gotta pray.
Right.
You know, you gotta pray. Then I tell them straight up, listen, don't take no for an answer. Do not take no for an answer. Take that no and chuck it. Move on to the next one. There's a million bridges in the world. Just because one bridge is not going to Canada don't mean you can't go around another route
I like that.
to get to Canada. You know what I mean? Also tell artists, watch the company you keep. Keep your grass cut. Your best friend could be the, yeah. But he's also doing what? Trying to shut you down, hating right behind your back. So the same people within your circle are some of the same people that's hating on you. So you gotta watch your circle. What else I tell these artists? Stop giving these janky promoters, these janky managers your money, all this and that and the third. It's a lot I'll tell these artists flat out. But one thing I definitely tell them, stop giving money to the wrong people. Straight up.
Right.
Some of them listen, some of them don't. But like my mother always said, a hard head makes a soft ass. Soft behind. And it is what it is, man. A lot of artists out here getting ripped off. A&R does not get paid to show up to a showcase. A&R does not get paid to set up a meeting with you, for you, at a record company, such as Def Jam, Warner Brothers, Sony, Capitol, EMI, whatever label it is. A&Rs already get a salary, or whatever their situation that the label has given them.
Mm-hmm.
So A&R's job is artists and repertoire,
Right.
artists and research.
Right.
Meaning, if someone's having you gotta go find artists.
Right.
A record label's a bank, right? What does a bank do? They lend money.
Exactly.
The record labels need to lend money to who? The artists, so they can recoup. It's all about business.
Right.
And I try to tell artists this: you think that record label's your friend? You are a walking, talking ATM machine. Simple and plain as that. And until you understand that you're a business, you will forever be jerked, ripped off, going for the buffoonery, the coonery, and all this other stuff. And that's what I'm doing now. I started the knowledge, wisdom, and music standing conversation with Mikey J. And I'm gonna give artists the raw, unedited, uncut version of what the Music 101 crash course.
I like that. I like
So-
that. That's dope. Y'all heard them, up and coming artists. Don't get ripped off. Watch your surroundings. So, again, you about to do your tour, starting tomorrow.
Yep.
Philly.
Philly, we're gonna be at Spike Sports. I got this so messed up before. Spike Sports Lounge and Grill.
Okay.
That's owned by a gentleman by the name of Talat. Great guy, man.
Okay.
Great guy. So I'm looking forward to that. Everybody's coming. Oh, wait a minute. We got my boy Conan on the tour.
What?
Shout out to my boy Shampoo, Def Jam Marketing, Shampoo. His son Conan is on the tour.
Okay.
Conan Ramirez. And Conan got some dope songs. He got a new single with Mano. He got a couple of singles dropping that's heavy. First and foremost, shout out to my whole Def Jam family. EP, Shampoo, the whole digital department. Thank you very much for my distribution. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to this tour, man.
Wait, this
gonna
sounds
be
dope.
crazy.
I'm ready to be there.
Of course. Me and you only talk, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I got some great promoters. I got LeVar Hayes. Shout out to LeVar Hayes. Shout out to, first and foremost, before I even announce the promoters, let me tell y'all right now, right? I have five magazine sponsors that agreed to do something that really means a lot to me. A lot of artists, they pay to perform. That's all fine and dandy. I got a promo tour, right? So I have overhead. So now I'm like, wait a minute. It's okay to charge artists to perform, especially under that imprint. But a lot of artists, when I'm judging showcases, the promoters keep the artists away from us. They don't even let them talk to us. Straight up.
Now, why is that?
They anal retentive pricks. It is what it is.
Shout out.
I want to call them, but they anal retentive. Some of us are approachable, you know, but when you got me sitting next to the chef and saying he's a rep for Warner Brothers, and I text somebody from Warner Brothers, an executive, who?
Right.
He's the cook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real
right.
talk. This has happened before.
That's crazy.
Can't make this up. I'm like, wait a minute. I was just up there with Ron Spalding at Universal and Janine Horton. This happened one time when I was with we at One Electroatlantic, and I was judging a showcase. So this person said that they was with Warner Music Group, and they worked for Lior. And I said, okay, wait a minute. Lior Cohen's running everything now under WIA. So, say Warner or Universal, let me call Ron Spalding. So I called Ron Spalding. You know, it was just crazy, man. I'm like this. I'm gonna call you out, man.
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of buffoonery going on. That's still going on.
Right.
You know, people are using the music game for a hustle, but they're not realizing that they're playing with people's emotions.
Right.
So let's say you're an artist, right? And you're a singer, and this is who you are. You're a singer. You give this A&R or whoever this guy is $5,000, runs off with your money or jerks you around.
Right.
But what if you're the type that suffers from manic depression?
Right.
You take your life because somebody did what they did to you. These are the things people don't think about when they're taking people's money. They don't think about the emotional and mental capacity of that person that they're dealing with. So, I take this very serious. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people just taking the Def Jam imprint and running it to the ground like it's a pair of dirty panties from a hooker or from a strip joint or something like that. So, it is what it is, but I'm very happy just to be doing what I'm doing,
Right. Well, I got one last question for you. What do you have to say to your fans or your day ones, people that have been behind you since you started? What do you have to say to them?
It's Mikey J, baby. It's more than my year. God in the Club, that new single. Let me tell you something. That new single, I got a new single called God in the Club. And some parts, young lady inboxed me and said, isn't that kind of narcissistic to call yourself God in the Club? And I said, well, if you notice, there's 3 D's in the title, God. So I said, that's your first mistake. Second mistake is not asking me how I came up with the title. So the word God with the 3 D's is basically, the first D is for God himself. The second D is for Christ.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. The third D is for myself, for I was made in his image.
Okay.
So that's why it's God in the Club.
Right.
And the title is basically, when you walk into any establishment, all eyes are on you instantaneously, right? Some people giving you, hey, or some people, right?
Right.
No matter what, God will always have his faith. He's strong. He keeps his head up. He's high, whatever. So that's where I came up with the definition of it.
I like that.
God in the Club.
I like that.
My boy Lil Key came up with the title, but I'm the one who added the 3 D's as well as the definition of it. And, so it is what it is. And that single was banging. First, let me do this. I got a single out called Masterpiece.
All right.
Single out called Chess. 2 totally different records. Masterpiece is that eclectic, that boom bap, but yet smooth hip hop. Chess is basically that very metaphorical, it's very metaphorical, and it's really gritty.
Okay.
Then you got the Fame Me, If the Shoe Fits. That's all for defamation of character. Those 4 singles. Now I just released God in the Club, or for the next album, Last One Down to Breathe. After that one, I'm dropping Why You Mad Though.
Alright.
Why you mad? Why you mad? Because
Why you
I'm
mad,
done a
though?
black romper. Why you mad? Why you mad though? Because you got the chain around it. Why you mad though?
I be
Why
trying
you
to figure it out.
Exactly. So Why You Mad Though was that record for people who have no reason to be mad at you, but trying to find a reason.
Yeah.
Mikey J, he got 2 Grammy nominations. So what?
Oh.
Who he get it from? First and foremost, I don't have 2 Grammy nominations by myself. I have 2 shared Grammy nominations. Great, but they're shared. But why you mad though?
Exactly.
I judged Freestyle Friday 3 times. Why you mad though? She has a cup of water. Why you mad though?
Cup of water though.
Why you mad though? And then I'm dropping y'all ain't about that life. So it's gonna be a great year. July 1st, me and Fantasia. Fantasia's headlining. We're gonna be in New York
Okay.
at one of the military bases up there.
I'm invited.
Of course.
I'm out there.
All you gotta do is register. And anybody that would like to come and see myself and Fantasia perform, as well as some other great artists from American Idol and just so many other artists, all you gotta do is go to missiononevoice.org, register, and get your free tickets.
Okay.
The military base is very strict. Do not have any backpacks, no food, no nothing.
No nothing.
Yeah, so a big shout out to my business manager, Elisa Lira. Shar Jackson from Moesha, she's hosting. So that's July 1st. So I'm looking forward to, I got a great year that's really it's gonna be dope.
Alright. Mikey J, you got so much going on. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to everything that you got going on this year. I'm
Appreciate it.
Philly tomorrow.
That's right. Philly. Philly.
Philly
No
tomorrow.
cheesesteaks, just Philly yourself.
But I want a cheesesteak.
She can have a cheesesteak.
I want a cheesesteak. Looking forward to it. It was definitely nice interviewing you.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem. No. We out here in Virginia Beach, Spades Lounge. I'm with Mikey J. I'm Sharice.
And I'll be at Space Lounge June 21st. June was it June 21st? So look for that.
All right. Cut, right?